but it's true. Cheddar bacon mac and cheese. All right, guys, this is as good as it sounds. Come on in the kitchen. Let's cook. All right, guys, so while our pot is heating up, I'm gonna run through the ingredients with you really quickly. It's basic mac and cheese, okay, which we've all seen, and I have recipes on that and all that good stuff, but this is how you take it up several levels. And right now, we're all stuck in the house during the quarantine, so if this is later and you're watching it, just know that there was a time when we were all stuck in the house for a few months. This is one of the best things you can make that will make you feel much, much better, trust me. All right, first thing I have here is some macaroni noodles, and then I've got some bacon and bacon grease. I'll talk about that in a minute. Some heavy cream, cheddar cheese, panko, breadcrumbs, flour, egg, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. I went through that really quickly because it's basic mac and cheese and y'all know how to do this. So we're gonna start by making our roux for our cheese sauce, or our bechamel, the fancy way to say bechamel. But we're gonna use the bacon grease here, okay? So I rendered up this bacon, okay? And when I cooked the bacon, after I took it out and strained it, I saved the grease. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do with bacon grease. Save it. Duh. All right. And I'm going to make our roux with that bacon grease. So the flavor of that bacon is going to be all the way throughout our mac and cheese. All right. So now that I've got the bacon fat in there, I'm going to go to flour. I'm going to use just a little bit of flour. We don't need a ton because, again, it'll thicken up. There's pasta in that, but I'm just going to use about 2 tablespoons of flour. Okay. There's that. And we're going to let these kind of come together. This is heating up. Okay, this is all getting nice and warm. We're going to let these come together. It's going to make a lovely roux, and then we're going to add to it our cream and get it nice and thick. Now, I mentioned earlier, right now, when I'm filming this, we are all stuck in the house for the COVID-19 quarantine. And you guys, this is the kind of thing you can make. You get in there and you know, everybody's saying they're trying to eat healthy. Okay, well, anyway, I'm not, but okay. When you feel like you just want a good meal, you go in there and pull out that bacon, pull out that cheddar cheese, make you some cheddar bacon mac and cheese. You'll be all right. It'll make you feel better for 24 good hours. 24. All right, 24 good hours. All right, guys, you see how this is coming together here? It's starting to bubble. All we're trying to do here is let the raw taste of the flour cook down a little bit because we don't want it to taste like raw flour. That's not good. So you see here, it's coming together. A little bit of a boil, just whisk it nicely. You want to make sure that you get this whisked up before you add in your thickening agent, or that's not the way I should say it, before you add in your cream and cheese, because otherwise you won't be able to get this flour dissolved later. That's a better way to put it. All right, you see that? See how it's bubbling? Now I'm gonna go with this heavy cream. You can use any cream or milk you want. You can use regular whole milk. Some people use 2% milk. I don't understand that, so I'm not gonna say anything about it, but I use heavy cream because why not? You can also use half and half, though, in all honesty, if you're trying to be a little more calorie conscious or you just don't want to quite go, you know, all out. Okay. All right, here we go. We got this cream in here. Now, this cream, as long as this cream is nice and cold when you pour it in there, it's going to really help thicken up your roux very quickly, or your bechamel. Maybe we should call it a bacon mail, right? It's usually called a bechamel. We can call it bacon mail. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I've been in the house for like a month and a half. Except for trips to the grocery store. Thank God the grocery store is considered essential. Anyway, look. See how I'm stirring this up? This is going to thicken. You want it to come to a boil. When it comes to a boil, the boiling action is what's going to activate this flour that's going to thicken up this cream. It's about to be good, y'all. Now, while I'm waiting on this to thicken up, as soon as this comes to a nice boil and does what we want it to do, we're going to add the cheese, and then we're going to talk about these noodles. Now, what I have here is just your basic elbow macaroni noodle, okay? There's small elbow, large elbow. One thing I do like to do, though, when I'm making these different types of mac and cheese, just to kind of switch it up, is use different kind of noodles. You know what I mean? You can use cavatappi or penne or ziti, any kind of noodle. A pasta ain't nothing but pasta, you know what I'm saying? But today, I decided to use the small, regular old ones because, like I said, this is quarantine cooking and we need comfort food to be comforted. All right, you see how this is thickening up right here? Look. See that? That's what we wanted. Okay, now we're gonna add our cheese. Oop! It just came out. Now I'm using cheddar in this, okay? That's why it's cheddar bacon. But you can use, honestly, any cheese you want, really. You can use I don't know, you can use a cheddar jack, you can use a Colby, I mean, pick a cheese, any cheese, baby, and use it, okay? Now, I did not I was a naughty girl. Y'all didn't remind me. Right, now it's your fault, right? To add in here my little bit of garlic powder. I'm just going to do it now. Just a little bit of garlic powder, about a teaspoon or tablespoon, depending on how you like it. Let me turn this. Ooh, get it off that heat a little bit. Start talking back, and you just want to mix this up. See there? Ooh, she started talking back to me. Okay, I'm sorry, girl, my bad. She said, don't be forgetting my garlic powder. I needs my garlic powder. Okay, girl, I got you. Now, the other reason I was cautious and I did not put the salt in right away is because this is cooked in bacon grease. So usually when I make these types of sauces, I make them with butter. You know, you make a bechamel with the butter and flour, and you use unsalted butter, so you have to add salt to it. But this was made with bacon grease, which actually already has a pretty good amount of sugar in it, and the cheddar cheese is salty. So we will salt this some more, but we'll salt it after we taste it to make sure we see how it's all come together. All right, now here's our cheese. You see that? Doesn't that look good? Okay, I'm gonna set this aside. I'm gonna move our noodles for a second here, and I'm gonna come to this bacon. Can y'all see this? Now what I did was I took a pound of bacon, I cut it up, and I like pieces like this, and fried it. What I'm gonna do though, before I mix it in to this mac and cheese, is I'm gonna cut it up into pieces just a little bit smaller so we can really, really get our lips around this bacon. All right, y'all, so we're just gonna do a quick little rough chop on this bacon. Not going crazy, see? Because I want you to taste the bacon pieces. Now, if you're looking for a shortcut in this recipe, you can buy pre-cooked bacon, heat it up real good. I always take my pre-cooked bacon and put it in the microwave or on the stove top with a little butter or something in it just to kind of get it going, and it works too. But shoot, this quarantine cooking, y'all, I want the real thing. I keep bacon in my refrigerator. I don't know about y'all, but I keep bacon in my house. I can't tell you how many packs of bacon stay in these refrigerators at a time. A lot. And for those of you who don't eat bacon, because I get these comments too, try turkey bacon. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure the flavor, I mean, it won't be the same as pork bacon. But, you know, try it. Listen, y'all, I don't know what to say, and I'm not going to sit up here and make up no story, act like I know what to say if I don't. All right, now, here we go. Back to these noodles. We are going to, oh, look at that cheese. Y'all see that? That's what I'm talking about right there. Woo! Yes. Okay. Take this and you're gonna pour this right on here. Okay? You see that? And then we're going to mix. Mix this really good. You can do this in the pot if you use a bigger pot, but I wanted you to see it today, so I decided to do it in my pretty bowl, y'all. See that? Look at, ooh, hold on, one noodle just went rogue. So rogue noodle. There. I got it. Oh my gosh. Do y'all see this? This is how you want this type of thing to look. Now, you can, there's the pasta water thing, right? So you can save your pasta water and put a little bit of pasta water in here as well if you want to make sure you get the consistency you want. But y'all just need to trust and believe. This is how my grandmama would do stuff, and she ain't never kept no pasta water. I don't remember that. Trust me though, because we're not, this is mac and cheese. It's not like every other pasta dish. You know what I'm trying to say? Does that make sense? Okay, I hope y'all understand. Pray for a sister. Okay, mixed up. We'll mix it some more. Now we're gonna take this bacon and add it in, okay? I'm gonna add it all in. You're wondering why I'm not leaving a few pieces for the top? Because we're gonna put breadcrumbs on the top. That's what I was about to say. Why am I not? Y'all, it's like we're sitting here together. I talk to y'all like we are sitting together in the kitchen, just hamming it up, eating and talking. Oh yeah, see, this is all gonna melt together. Woo, oh my God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Glory. Bless his high name. Okay, now I'm gonna give this just a little taste to see if I like what I'm working with here. Just a little bit. Oh my God, I don't need nothing else. That joint right there is off the chisang. Thank you, Lord. Okay. Every now and then when I cook something that I really like, I just stop for a moment and I say, Lord, thank you for a mama and a grandmama that taught me how to cook. Bless you, Jesus. Because this right here, yeah. I tell you, you single? Girl, this will do it for you. I'm going to hit this with a little black pepper. But I do just a little bit because my kids don't always like when I put pepper in this. So I find if I do just a little bit, they can't see and they don't know. And what they don't know won't hurt them. So they won't know unless y'all tell them. And I'm trusting y'all with my secrets. Okay, now, egg. You don't have to use an egg in mac and cheese, okay? I'm gonna use an egg because I'm gonna bake this in the oven. And when you put an egg in there, it just helps bind it together really nicely. So I've got 2 eggs in here. Just gonna give them a little light mixing upper, okay? Pour it in like that. And, oh yeah. Now, if you wanna serve this straight off the stove top, do not mix the egg in because at this point the egg is raw, okay? If you mix the egg in, make sure you put it in the oven so that it can cook and get done. Okay, now when you put this in the oven to bake, it's not gonna bake a lot. You're gonna do about 375 degrees for maybe 15, 20 minutes, depends on how brown you want the top to look. Some people like the top to have kind of like little burnt cheese marks on it and stuff like that. However you want it to look is how you do it. You see how that bacon is all in there? And those are real pieces of bacon, you see that? Okay, let's get our tray ready, our pan. Ooh, oh, it's gonna be a good day over here at the Love Lab. Okay, can y'all see that? You got a pretty pan. I like that. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna pour this in here. You can lightly grease your pan or spray it with something. It's fine. Ooh, my hand's clean. I'm at home. Look at this. Oh my God. Do y'all see these real chunks of bacon in here? Like, I can't even be neat when the food looks this good. Oh Lord. Okay. Now, move this back over here. Okay, now you're gonna spread this out. See how I'm doing this? I'm telling you, when you make this joker for lunch or for dinner or a side dish, whatever you want it to be, however you want to do it. Look at that. Now, here come I call this the piece de resistance, okay? This is totally optional. I like to, on this one, not all mac and cheeses, put a little breadcrumb topping on them. Now, I don't always do that because the Bama in me don't mess with no breadcrumbs on the macaroni and cheese. Okay, so y'all ain't got to tell me that that's not right. I know. But this is Calabama cooking, right? So I'm gonna take these Panko breadcrumbs. And you know how in here we had that bacon grease? I'm gonna put these Panko breadcrumbs in here. Okay, just a little bit. And put one more smidge of this bacon grease in here with them. Like that, like so. All right, and then stir this together. I'm just trying to make sure I get all of these Panko breadcrumbs coated with a little moisture. Put a little bit more in there. This is totally optional, okay? You do not have to do this part. You do not. You see how I just put it in there and coated them on the top like that? See that? Now everything's coated in that bacon grease. Now I'm just gonna take this and sprinkle it like this on the top. Again, this is totally optional, but I highly recommend it. I don't do this on my standard mac and cheese, but on this one, I do. Because when you get that bacon going and that cheddar and then the little crunch from this Panko with these bread, oh, y'all. Here we go. Now that I got them all out, see how I did that? I'm just gonna spread them around a little bit, like so. Look at that, look at that. Now try to make sure you get to the edge here. This is also why I didn't do extra bacon on the top, and I also didn't save extra cheddar. Now, if you don't want to do breadcrumbs though, maybe do your cheddar on the top and do your bacon on the top. Honey, it's gonna be good, okay? Ain't nobody gonna say nothing about you but yes, okay? And anybody say anything different, you tell them, come see me. You sit them right over here. Okay, here we go. Look at that. That's some good looking mac and cheese, y'all. You know, if it didn't have the egg in it, we just want to tear into it right now. Look at the beauty. Behold the beauty of the mac and cheese with the bacon and the bread. Ooh, thank you. And another thing, y'all, use Panko if you do, because Panko breadcrumbs are a little crispier than the regular breadcrumbs, and they just taste better. Personal opinion. Do with it what you want to. I'm just telling you. All right, we're gonna pop this baby in the oven, 375 for about, I don't want to say no more than 20, 25 minutes, but let's just see what happens because it depends on a whole lot of factors. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get it in the oven. Well, guys, 25 minutes have gone by. This just came out of the oven, and look. Do you see how beautiful this is? Look. See, there's a nice little coating with those breadcrumbs, those Panko crumbs. Woo! Okay, here we go. Look. I hope y'all seeing this. Oh my goodness. I hate to mess it up, but I really want to eat it. Oh my God, y'all. Look. bacon in there and everything. Oh my God. Oh, y'all, I was gonna go in for another one. This is amazing. And I'm telling you, that panko crust on the top is everything in this. You gotta make this, especially right now. You're in the house. You know what? You might as well have a little treat. Go ahead, I'll make you some cheddar bacon mac and cheese. I love you, fam. Thanks for joining me today in the Love Lab. I will see you next time right here, right back here for more Calabama cooking with your girl, Chef Lorious. Happy cooking.